So you want to make shrimp scampi inside of your Instant Pot quickly and easily? Then keep on watching. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Tara, a nurse practitioner, and I love sharing easy to make recipes and tips and tricks so you can make restaurant quality food at home. Today, we are making shrimp scampi inside of our Instant Pot. You guys are gonna love how easy and fast this recipe is to make. Be sure you stay all the way through the end of the video. I know you guys love those recipe cards, so there's a recipe card at the end you could take a screenshot of for easy reference. If you're excited for yummy Instant Pot recipes, give this video a big thumbs up, grab your Instant Pot, and let's make this really easy recipe. Like most of my recipes, we're gonna start with a sharp knife. And then I'm gonna just kind of smash the garlic down. This makes it so much easier in order to remove the skin from the garlic. And then just mince it up. Then we're gonna set that aside and we're gonna grab our parsley. And we're gonna just roughly chop the parsley. Fresh herbs give such a delicious flavor and brightness to this recipe. Set that aside and grab our basil. If you don't have fresh herbs, alternatively, you could add more dried herbs, but if you have it, I highly recommend using it. Then we're gonna grab our Instant Pot, set it to saute on high. I'm drinking this dry white wine. It's so good. It is good, but who are we kidding? I'm drinking a dry red. When it's hot, we're gonna add in some olive oil. Traditionally, shrimp scampi is made with butter. Unfortunately, I did not have any butter inside of my house at the moment, so I replaced it with olive oil. Or you could use a mix, half butter and half olive oil. Use whatever you like. I've shown this hack before. I love lifting up the liner and swirling it around. It makes it so much easier for the oil to coat the bottom of the pot. When the oil is hot, we're gonna add in our shrimp. I got this shrimp from the butcher box. There's a link below if you want to try the butcher box for yourself. Use any kind of shrimp that you like. Add in a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're only looking to get some color on this. Shrimp cooks very quickly, at the most 1 to 2 minutes. So just stir it around. As soon as it turns bright pink, you know it's ready. And then we're gonna add in that garlic. And let that cook for about 20 to 30 seconds. This is such a flavorful recipe. Once the shrimp is done cooking, we're gonna grab our white wine. White wine is really going to ramp up the flavor in this dish. The sauce is really just made up of the butter or the olive oil, garlic, the spices, and the wine. I highly suggest using wine. With all that said, if you simply do not want to cook with alcohol, or if you don't have a dry white wine, replace it with some stock of whatever kind that you like. It will still be delicious. Not as delicious as if you use the wine, but it will still be very good. So just add the wine right on in, and then we're gonna just kind of stir everything together. This really is gonna infuse the wine flavor in the shrimp. I highly recommend leaving the shrimp in when you add the wine. Then you're gonna remove the shrimp from the pot because after all, it's already finished cooking. We're gonna set that aside. And now we're gonna deglaze the bottom of this pot. It is really important after you remove the shrimp from the pot that you deglaze the bottom of this Instant Pot before you actually start the pressure cooking process. So many of you have reached out to me and said you get the burn signal when you're cooking, and then you've said you did not deglaze the bottom of the pot. Do not skip this step. You're welcome. Once all of the burned on bits are scraped away from the bottom of the pot, add in your water, and then we're gonna grab some pasta. I love using gluten-free pasta like this, especially the Bonza pasta. You can use any kind of pasta that you like. If you're using spaghetti or linguine like I am, you are gonna have to break it in half so it fits in the pot. However much pasta you decide to add, I used 8 ounces here. Just put enough water to cover the pasta, or maybe for about a half an inch above the pasta, and it will be perfect. I'm just using my spoon just to kind of push it underneath the water. I'm not stirring at this point. And I almost forgot to add our dried spices. So we're gonna add that in now. And I'm just kind of stirring the top of it. I'm not going all the way to the bottom. Then we're gonna close the lid, make sure the silicone ring is on. Set it to sealing on high pressure for 3 minutes. We're gonna allow 3 minutes of natural pressure, then we're gonna perform a quick release. And when the pin drops, we're gonna open up the lid. Now it's time to finish off this recipe. So first we're gonna stir it. When you first open up the Instant Pot, you're probably gonna think you did something wrong, or it's just a fail of a recipe because the pasta is probably gonna be clumped together. You have not failed. Because of the way the pasta was cooked, that none of the water evaporated off and you only really used enough water for the dish, there's gonna be so much starch in this pasta dish that it is going to clump together. Trust me, that is exactly what you want because the sauce is gonna be so incredibly delicious because of this. So just use your tongs, loosen it up in about 2 to 3 minutes. It's perfect. Next, we're gonna add in the cooked shrimp. Mine were still quite warm because it only took a few minutes for this to cook. Add in those fresh herbs, the parsley and the basil. I reserved just a little bit of the basil to sprinkle on top to make it super pretty. Stir all of this together. You could add some grated cheese like a Pecorino Romano or a Parmesan Reggiano to this. It would be so good. You could also add a squeeze of lemon. That would be so good also. This meal prepped beautifully. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this recipe. Looking for more fish recipes you can make inside of your Instant Pot? Click the playlist on the screen and I will see you over there. Bye guys.